Mr. Sears, Smokey Robinson.
Look at the pain in Michael's face.
The year 1988 was a big one for Michael Jackson. His album Bad had just been released to critical acclaim, and it quickly climbed the charts to become one of the biggest-selling albums of all time. Jackson had already won numerous awards for his music, including 8 Grammys, and many expected that he would be the big winner at the 1988 Grammy Awards. However, to Jackson's disappointment, this was not the case. This is the story of how Michael Jackson's album, Bad, won 0 Grammy Awards in 1988 and would spark the love-hate relationship between Michael Jackson and the Grammys. But before we begin, welcome to Brian Murphy Official. If you're looking for high-quality mini-documentaries about 80s legends, then this is the channel for you. Whether it's Madonna, Prince, or Michael Jackson, this channel covers the lives of 80s music legends with documentary-style footage. So press the subscribe button and bell notification to never miss a post. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to press the like button to show your support. When the nominations for the 1988 Grammy Awards were announced, Jackson was nominated for 5 awards, including Album of the Year, Record of the Year, and Best Male Pop Vocal Performance. Many critics and music industry insiders predicted that Jackson would sweep the awards, just as he had done in 1984 with his album Thriller. However, when the awards were presented, Jackson came away empty-handed. The disappointment that Jackson felt...
I just can't get over, he won no Grammys. Not that he didn't win Album of the Year or Record of the Year. He won 0 Grammys. I'm like, Michael Jackson, after the Bad album, won 0 Grammys. Wrap that around your head. Like I said, when I saw that, I'm like, there's no way that's possible. I know he didn't win like the big awards, but I thought he would at least won in his category. He didn't win those either. I'm like, huh? So yeah, it's just, man, especially, yeah.
Being snubbed at the 1988 Grammy Awards was palpable. He had worked tirelessly on the album, spending months in the studio and collaborating with some of the biggest names in the music industry. The album had been a huge success, with hit singles like The Way You Make Me Feel, Man in the Mirror, and Smooth Criminal. Jackson had poured his heart and soul into the album, and he had expected to be rewarded for his hard work. So why did Jackson fail to win any awards at the 1988 Grammys? There are a number of theories. Some have suggested that Jackson's snub was a result of racism within the music industry. At the time, many in the industry were still grappling with the idea of a black artist achieving such huge...
No, that's still hilarious for me. Shout out to Sis.
Result of racism within the music industry.
At
the time, many...
Michael kissed her right before this, and she hyper-villainated. Whatever the word is. Damn it, had an asthma attack. But nah, that's crazy. But yeah, it's just like, yeah, racism, one, yep.
Snub was a result of racism within the music industry. At the time, many in the industry were still grappling with the idea of a black artist achieving such huge commercial success, and some felt threatened by Jackson's dominance in the music world. Others have pointed to the fact that Jackson's album, Bad, was released at the same time as albums by other major artists, including Prince, U2, and Bruce Springsteen. The competition for awards that year was incredibly fierce, and some knaves suggested that Jackson simply got lost in the shuffle. Still, others...
Michael Jackson doesn't get lost in the shuffle. Go ahead.
...have argued that Jackson's snub was a result of his own behavior. Jackson was known for being a demanding and often eccentric artist, and some in the music industry may have found him difficult to work with. Additionally, Jackson's public persona had become increasingly bizarre in the years leading up to the 1988 Grammys, with rumors swirling about his plastic surgery, his pet chimpanzee, and his alleged obsession with children.
That has nothing to do with music, but go ahead. You're on the ball, but it has nothing to do with music, but go ahead.
Regardless of the reasons for his snub, Jackson was deeply disappointed by the outcome of the 1988 Grammys. He had poured his heart and soul into the album Bad, and he had expected to be recognized for his hard work. The snub was a blow to his confidence, and a reminder that even the most talented and successful artists are not immune to disappointment. In the end, Jackson's disappointment at the 1988 Grammys served as a turning point in his career. It forced him to reevaluate his approach to music and to focus on creating music that he loved, rather than music that he thought would win awards. And while he would go on to win more Grammys in the years that followed, he never forgot the disappointment he felt at the 1988 awards, and he used it as motivation to push himself even harder in the years to come.
Oh. Yo, where's
Forgot the disappointment
where's this from?
he felt at the
Like he got an honorary degree or something? Yeah, that's okay.
1988 awards, and he used it as motivation to push himself even harder in the years to come. But let us know what you think about this. Are you also angry that Michael Jackson was snubbed at the 1988 Grammy Awards? Write it down in the comments section below. If you are new to this channel, check out our other mini documentaries about the King of Pop, and don't forget to press the subscribe button and bell notification as well. And I'll see you in the next video.
All right. Looks like Michael did get an honorary doctorate degree. It looked like BYU in '88. Okay. So, oh boy. Okay. So, actually, this is not even going to be a long video. I think it's very clear. I think there's not one answer, right? I think it's a combination of things. I think it comes down to racism of again, the Grammys are an institution. Institutions throughout the history of ever do not want it to be down in the history books that a black person was the greatest of all time. They don't want that in the history books. Outside of sports, sports is like the only place to where you can't write it. You can't write it because it's black or white, pun intended, right? You can't, voters can't decide what's the best. The players decide what's the best because of, you know, their play on the field or on the court or whatever. So it's the institution who definitely, I don't think one of the black men to be shown to have won all these awards. Two, I think by this time, definitely after the Thriller album and all the accolades, the media was on a witch hunt to find any little thing to completely make Michael look like a weirdo, freak, whatever. The tabloids went crazy, making Michael out to be this monster in the media. So that's also a thing. And three, I just think it also, there's winner fatigue to where even though he got snubbed during Off the Wall, and we're talking 1980, he won all the awards in 1984, and then it comes back to around in 1988. Because he won all those awards in 84, I think they're like, well, we don't want to make this the Michael Jackson Awards again. So let's give other opportunities to other people, even though a lot of those people have won awards before. So it's just, I think it's a combination of everything. It boggles my mind. The Bad album, there, all due respect to all the artists out there, there is nobody, not even, this might get me in trouble, not even Prince. Shout out to Signs of the Time, shout out all that, but not even Prince that could touch that Bad album. Nobody. Not U2, not Billy Joel, Smokey Robinson. Nobody could touch that Bad album. Nobody. The fact he didn't win one award, let alone won all the awards he should have won, this should have been a repeat of Thriller. This should have been a repeat. There's nothing that's touching that album. Nothing. And you know how I know that? his performance at the Grammys, nobody was able to touch it. Nobody. Not his sister, not Whitney, not any of these artists. No one was able to touch what he did on that Grammy stage that night. What he did, The Way You Make Me Feel, going into Man in the Mirror. Nobody. So I think it's a combination of everything this person said. And it's a goddamn shame. And this was a turning point for Michael, because after this, he goes away from Quincy Jones. The only time we see him at an award show is if he's getting some type of Lifetime Achievement Award or some type of like specialized award, which I can't blame Michael. You see, you're not gonna keep playing on my name and using me for ratings, but then not give me nothing when you know I'm better than all these people. Like, respectfully. So yeah, Michael was done. But yeah, this is why we can't be putting so much into institutions, man, to the Grammys, MTV, VMAs, whatever. Like, it's all political at the end of the day. If it was really based on merit, based on quality of whatever, quality of music and all that, come on, bro. It'd be way different. Like, you can't tell me the decision for Michael not to win any awards off the Bad album had anything to do with the actual quality of music or the popularity or the impact or the influence. Is all political. We don't know what deals the people that won had. They might be set up with certain ads that are connected to the Grammy. Like, we don't know. It's all political. It might be a favor for a exec that's with certain so-and-so. Like, we don't know. But it's not righteous. We know that. It's not righteous. And it was wrong. And yeah, just to see Michael's pain in his eyes when he saw that he lost. The camera was right on him. He knew the camera was on him, but he couldn't even hide it. He's like, I can't, like, look, hold on. Like, just the shock. Like, look at my man's face. He's like, I can't believe they did this again. That's why I did Thriller, because y'all snubbed me for Off the Wall. When Off the Wall, nobody was touching it. Y'all did this to me again? Like, really? Got you. He never performed at the Grammys again. The only time he came back was when he got his award in '93, where they basically had to give him a Legend Award. Same thing with MTV as well. I don't know why these institutions keeps playing on my man Michael, bro. But like, you know what? No, I'll be positive today. We're not gonna go off. But yeah, but let me know what you think. For those that were around during this time, or for those that have an hypothesis, what do you think happened here? Is it a combination of everything? Do you think it was just one thing? Let me know, because I can't make sense of it, or none of it makes sense. But you know, let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, share all the things are the things. FYI, get ready for a video that I'm about to do, breaking down all the times Michael Jackson was possibly snubbed at the Grammys. Look forward to that. But like, comment, subscribe, share all the things are the things. Ain't gotta go home. Do gotta get to stepping. Peace.
I know gold is not in her. She's a